So check this out, y'all. I want you to listen to me very, very closely because I have something very important to tell you. Some of y'all are in the stairwell crying when you should be out on the field. Some of you are in the stairwell crying when you should be out on the field playing. And so let me tell you a story. I want to explain to you what I mean by all this. A few years ago, my son was introduced to the sport of baseball. And we had to go to a training center where we did evals to kind of prep the kids and help the coaches get to know the skill level of each player so that they'd be ready. My son spent a lot of time in the stairwell just crying and moping because he was scared. He didn't want to go down on the field and practice and play with the other kids because he was scared. And no matter what I told him, he wasn't going to move. He wasn't going to change his stance. And we ended up walking out that day. A few days later, we went to the field and we practiced. And I realized just how good he was doing and just how quickly he was picking it up. We showed up to practice the first day. I said, don't worry about any of those people out there. It's just you and me. Just you and me, son. Let's throw the ball. After a few rotations into practice, he looked at me and he said, Dad, I don't need you anymore. I got this. I think I can handle this. I'm not scared anymore. I said, okay. And I walked off the field, and he's been great ever since. Since then, he's been called one of the most improved players. He's been doing fantastic. He's just been killing it because the truth is, I knew my son had it in him all the time. He was just too scared to get out there and show everybody what he could do. So listen to me. For a long time, I myself have been crying in the stairwell, and instead of going out on the field and showing people what I already had in me. And I would dip my toe in it, and somebody would say, hey, you're doing great, you're killing it. But I would get scared. I'd let that fear overtake me, and I'd step back in the stairwell and begin moping and allowing fear to control my life. So listen to me. Some of you, too, have everything in you that you need to step out on that field and show the world what you got. But instead, you're sitting in the stairwell, just like me, just like my son a couple of years ago, and you're crying and moping in the stairwell. You got doubt, you got fear, you got a lot of different good excuses and reasons about why you can't be, you aren't good enough, you ain't got enough money, you ain't got enough time, you ain't got enough people, you ain't got enough resources. I'm telling you right now, you have everything in you that you possibly need. God has a plan for your life. And if you don't step out in faith, the question you might have to answer one day is, why didn't you answer the call that I placed on your life? Why didn't you step out in faith? You don't need any more knowledge. You don't need any more resources. You don't need any more time. All you need to do is take action and step out in faith and quit crying in the stairwell. So listen to me, if you got something, some of you know exactly what you need to be doing right now, and you aren't moving forward. But I'm telling you right now, if you don't move, if you don't act in faith, you are missing an opportunity. The people that you were meant to impact are missing an opportunity. So I'm telling you right now, I just want to encourage you all today, stop crying in the stairwell. Get out there on the field, play, show the world what you got, because I'm telling you, you're something special. And you're missing out if you don't live up to be all that you were meant to be. Have an awesome day. Make it happen, folks.